Red Cup Talk with Brian Adams. Let's get into it. Hello, guys and gals. Hope you guys had a great evening. I just wanted to comment, or having a great evening. I just wanted to come in here and discuss some stuff that I've seen and ran across on the internet regarding Stevie J, um, P. Diddy, and oh gosh, this his son, Christian Combs. Christian Combs. The party he partied after a few days after his dad property was raided. Sean Puffy, I'm sorry, P Diddy homes were raided. I don't know if you. I'm sure you probably have heard of it by now. If you're not in the news, yeah, his home was raided recently. P Diddy, from what I understand, as of yet, he has not been arrested, but the home was raided. The home in Miami and the home in LA. I'm not sure if they found anything. They're not really. This is kind of a weird raid because most raids, from what I research, most raids do take place in the morning, early in the morning, like way before rush hour, before work hours, or all that, or late at night, like a settlement. Usually, a good settlement. Sometimes I know usually take place in the evening. But this raid took place during the daytime. It was on a Wednesday. I think it was a Wednesday. I see like saying I Want to Be Down remix. I think it was a Thursday. Well, I think it was a Wednesday. um, and they showed footage of the kids, P. Diddy kids, I guess a few others that were in the home, handcuffed and set outside the home. Guns were drawn. I heard they were red dots. Who got a dot? Um, and it was kind of it was a spectacle to see, for real. To be honest with you, you really had to be there to watch it. Excuse me. Oh man, I'm burping on my videos. That's gross. I'm so sorry, guys. Um, I'm gonna work on that, and I do apologize for that. But yeah, it was a spectacle to see. This was really, 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 really bad. Bad publicity for P Diddy because for one, he was taking his daughters. I guess they were celebrating. His daughter was graduating high school, and he was taking them out of town. I guess to celebrate. I guess, and this is what happened in the midst of what was going on and all the stuff that's going on. The raid, and they held him at the airport. I don't think, like I said, he wasn't arrested. P Diddy wasn't arrested or anything, but it was just a spectacle to see. Um, just to see it. Period. I've seen raids go down before. Never been in one personally, but I have seen them, neighbors and working for. I've heard of these type of raids and stuff like that. So very familiar. But usually they have something on the person they're looking for. Usually that person will give you. They raided them, and I think they said they had footage where they just came out with a bag of stuff, and they said they really tore his house up. Um, if you want, you go online and check him out. Check out the footage because I've seen it. They tore that man's house up. It was shoes and clothes and shells, stuff everywhere. It was all kinds of stuff, and it really wasn't a good thing. It was good to, I guess, it just really wasn't the best. I felt bad for Diddy a little bit, but I also want to piggyback off of the way they were advertising or pushing the matter. They were making it seem like P Diddy kids were kids. If you didn't know him, you know him as an artist, but if you didn't know him as like his personal life, his family and stuff, you would think that his kids, were really kids. Sort of like how Whitney Houston. I didn't know side chick. I didn't know Whitney Houston and Dionne Warwick were related until she passed, till Whitney Houston passed. When I saw Dionne at the, I said I saw, but we also seen the footage of Dionne Warwick when she spoke at Whitney Houston's funeral. And that's how I knew. Like I said, I didn't know that either. So sometimes if you may know an artist, but you might not know all the depths of it. And I said it to say that if you didn't really know P. Diddy, you would think his kids were small. His kids are grown. I think the twins are like they graduate from high school and all that. So they're like, what, 17, 18? They're over 15, 16, 17, 18 years old. Just Christian Combs is definitely over 30. So they're calling them kids, but they're not really kids. They're P. Diddy kids. I get that. True. In doubt. But, well, that's alleged too. But all of them. But they're definitely not kids, like little children, little baby children and stuff like that. And I wish that they would fix that because, like I said, they can kind of mislead and make it seem, and make it look, make pity, make I'm used to calling him Puff Daddy. This is hard saying P Diddy. I grew up in the '90s and listened to his music. We used to call him Puff Daddy back then. So side note, I'm gonna keep calling him Puff Daddy. Y'all know what I'm saying when I say Puff Daddy, I say P Diddy because it's getting me all mixed up, all these P's and too much. But anyway, Puff Daddy, Puff it, Puff Daddy. It made it look like he was a neglect to his kids. Now, who knows? Maybe they're saying some on social media saying that he knew he got he rang the alarm. He knew that he was being raided. He was about to be raided. Maybe he didn't know exact the day and time, but he knew something was going on. If that was the case, I would have got the kids out. I would have got them young adults. Excuse me. I would have got them young adults up out of there, or at least had them go to the grandmother's house or somewhere. I mean, I'm sure. I know Kim Porter is deceased. Rest in peace, Kim. But I'm sure she got family that still interact with them. Hell, Stevie J was online defending Puff Daddy. Why he ain't step his ass up and go over there and get them kids and bring them up? I'll call them kids now myself. Look at me. Go over there and get them young adults and help them out. I mean, truth be told, the young adults, I don't know why they ain't living on their own any damn way. I mean, yeah, I know your father's a celebrity, but why you ain't got your own place? Why you ain't watching it from TV online like we were from the same position, the view that we were watching it from? You know, that just kind of was weird to me. And I understand these newer generation kids, they're young adults. Um, you got to work with them more, and they look at things differently than how when my generation was coming up and how we saw things and how we literally that's how we saw things was a little bit different, I guess, than how they're seeing things nowadays. And I do get that. I do highlight that. But at the same time, common sense is common sense. If I knew I was looking at getting raided or had any type of inkling in it, well, let's just say let's just go ahead and say that Puff Daddy didn't know that he was getting raided because, um, like I said, if I knew, I would have said something at least to my kids. Not necessarily the nanny, not necessarily the butler, not even my driver maybe, but at least my kids. I'd have got my kids up out of there. So moving right along. Stevie J. Oh boy. I don't know how to do this one. Stevie J. Stevie J is online offering to to fight with the rapper 50 Cent and have it as a charity cause, or have all the proceeds go to a charity. But I understand. But I'm trying to figure out, why would he want to fight 50 Cent over another man, over P Diddy, over what he is saying about P Diddy? And I understand that's your boy, and that's we can look at it as many different ways as we want. But at the end of the day, we're gonna go with the route that is his boy. P Diddy's his good friend or whatever, and he's been producing for him since the Puff Daddy days. I mean, I'm sorry, since the Puff Daddy and Biggie Small days. So, which side note, I never understood that either, because Little Hot Piece of Gossip, he was having kinky eyes, I guess, on Faith when he was working with Biggie Smalls. I know that man is turning over in his grave with that situation. But that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother video, so to speak. But that's, you got to watch your boys, people that's close to you, and your girls. I say that to say you got to watch them. You never know who is really who wants to zoom who, or who's zooming who. We don't know if they were messing around back then, as far as Stevie J and Faith, but I always looked at that kind of sideways. But anyway, Stevie J did an interview recently with TMZ, and he was like I said, he was defending Puff Daddy. He was saying that he wanted to fight 50 Cent, but 50 Cent, if I understand, is not even entertaining and stuff. He's not giving into it, and I wouldn't either. I mean, at the end of the day, Stevie J, let two men duke it out. Yeah, 50 Cent be trolling. Yeah, some of his stuff is funny, some of it's not funny. Some of it is overbearing at times, but that's not really, that shouldn't be your concern at this point. You know, I mean, yeah, I get that's your friend, but if it was that serious of a concern, why not call him? I'm sure all you ninjas got each other's phone number. Why don't y'all text each other? You don't want to call each other, text or have a meeting, or plan a meeting or something. So at the end of the day, that kind of look, I'm looking at you sideways with that, man. Like, what the heck? Why are we trying to fight other men as grown as we are? And 50 Cent, you better not fight him. Even I think, who you got? Who you say? If over 50 Cent and Stevie J, they were just up in the ring. Who you got? I got 50. I do. I got 50 Cent. Because, I mean, I've seen I've seen Stevie J work, but I know he's had a black eye from Faith. I don't know if he was fighting with Whoopi Goldberg's daughter, but I know they were dating at one point for a while, and that didn't work. But I do know that, and that Rosa chick from the that TV show, I can't remember her name. But I know they got into it a few times too, and that was, and that's with women. So I'm like, I'm not saying, I know you're not gonna really beat up on females like you would with a guy, and I get that. So I mean, I'm not even really gonna elaborate on that much. But I mean, what's the other guy where he kind of like did one of those moves that Mike Tyson did? That other rapper, I know they got into it too. I don't really follow the those TV shows, reality shows as much, but I do remember, Stevie J with the hands. I don't know. I mean, yeah, you built and all, but I mean, even in school, I remember we had some guys that were built, but they were still soft. That's not intimidating. They be big and swollen up, but you kind of they don't really buck too much. So I say that to say that yeah, if you really gonna do this, call him. If you really have a beef with the man, call him, text him or something. I mean, it's really not really. This is really kind of, to be honest with you. But moving right along again. So, or you know what? I was thinking another thing. What about playing ball? Y'all want to do a charity event? You gonna play ball or do a arm wrestling match or something like that? I mean, I don't know. But the fight, come on, man. Y'all too old. Y'all too grown. Y'all grown and you're old. I don't even think y'all will make it to the ring. So, I mean, I don't know about that one. That's kind of taking me the other way. But is Stevie J still with Faith? I don't know. I thought they broke up. I don't know. I'm just thinking about that. But I wonder if they still together or whatever. But, nah, you don't want them black eyes. You don't want the black eyes, Stevie J. Leave that man. Leave 50 Cent alone. Let him continue to troll and continue to do what he want to do. With this Christian Combs, like I said, man, happy birthday, belated birthday. Be safe. Also, side note, I didn't know he was a rapper. He raps too. So if you get a chance, check out his stuff. See it, What his dad is going through really ain't got much to do with him. Now, I know they're saying in tabloids that he kind of raped somebody or something like that. But I mean, I don't know how true that is. I have to look more into details about it. I'm still learning more about Christian Combs, so we shall see in the future. Just let me know what you say in the comments below, because like I said, Faith Evans, I know they was together, and I'm not sure if they are still. So if you have any info about that, let me know. All right. Just want to come on, like I said, and brief you with this information, and so you be up to date with it. Like I said, it's kind of weird with all this going on. Puff Daddy and his kids, and Puff Daddy and his young adults, they're not kids. So we shall see. I'll keep you posted as I get the information. Peace.